Have you ever felt like you're facing a giant? I'm not talking about a literal 9-foot-tall warrior, but a giant problem. It's a challenge so big it feels impossible to overcome. Maybe it's a tough exam, a career obstacle, or a personal struggle that just seems to tower over you. If you've ever felt that way, you need to hear the story of David and Goliath. Picture this: two armies, the Israelites and the Philistines, are locked in a standoff. For 40 days, the Philistines send out their champion, a mountain of a man named Goliath. He's huge, covered in bronze armor and armed to the teeth. Every day, he taunts the Israelite soldiers, challenging any one of them to a one-on-one fight to decide the battle. But everyone is terrified. No one dares to face him. The entire army is paralyzed by fear. This is where our hero, David, enters the story. He's not a soldier. He's a young shepherd, the youngest of his brothers, sent to the battlefront simply to bring them some food. When he arrives, he hears Goliath's taunts and sees the fear in the soldiers' eyes. But David sees things differently. He's not focused on the size of the giant. He's focused on the size of his faith. He asks, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?" Everyone thinks he's crazy. His own brothers get angry, telling him to go back to his sheep. Even King Saul, the leader of the Israelites, doubts him. Saul says, "You can't go against this Philistine to fight with him. You are only a boy, and he has been a warrior from his youth." Saul tries to give David his own armor, but it's too big and clumsy. David takes it off. He decides to face the giant his own way. This is a key moment. David doesn't try to be someone he's not. He doesn't try to fight like a soldier because he isn't one. Instead, he relies on what he knows. He walks to a nearby stream and picks up 5 smooth stones. He takes his shepherd's staff and his trusty sling. That's it. A stick, a sling, and a few rocks against a fully armored giant with a spear like a weaver's beam. On paper, it's a suicide mission. As David approaches Goliath, the giant scoffs. He's insulted. "Am I a dog that you come to me with sticks?" he bellows, cursing David by his gods. He promises to feed David's flesh to the birds and the wild animals. It's the ultimate intimidation tactic. But David's response is pure fire. He doesn't flinch. He shouts back, "You come to me with a sword and with a spear and with a javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel." David runs towards the giant, not away from him. He runs towards the fight. He puts a stone in his sling, swings it around, and lets it fly. The stone sinks into Goliath's forehead, and the giant falls face down on the ground. The shepherd boy, armed with just a sling and his faith, had defeated the unbeatable giant. When the Philistines see their champion fall, they panic and run, and the Israelites win a massive victory. So what can we learn from this ancient story today? It's not just a cool tale about an underdog. It's a powerful lesson about perspective. The Israelites saw an undefeatable giant. David saw an opportunity for God to show his strength. They focused on the size of their problem. David focused on the size of his God. It also teaches us to use the tools we have. David didn't need the king's armor. He used the skills he had perfected as a shepherd, protecting his flock from lions and bears. Your unique skills, your experiences, your shepherd's sling, that's your secret weapon. Don't underestimate what you're good at, even if it seems small or unconventional. And finally, it's about courage. Not the absence of fear, but acting in spite of it. David ran towards his giant. When you face your own Goliaths, that big exam, that job interview, that difficult conversation, you have a choice. You can be paralyzed by fear, or you can run towards the challenge, armed with what you know and who you are. So next time you feel small and your problems feel gigantic, remember David. Change your perspective. Use your unique strengths and run towards your giant. You might just be surprised at what you can accomplish. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that inspires. See you in the next one.